20 years ago, if you told someone that a simple watch company would become a giant, they would have laughed. People did not see it. They saw a company making watches in a competitive market. Titan was a joint venture between the Tata Group and the Tamil Nadu Industrial Development Corporation, or TIDCO. It started in 1984. Its goal was simple: to create beautiful and affordable watches for Indians. In those days, owning a good watch was a big deal. HMT was the king of the market. Titan came in with new designs and a fresh approach. It brought quartz technology to the masses, making watches more accurate and stylish than ever before. But the journey was not easy. The Indian market was full of challenges. There were established players and a large, unorganized sector. Many thought Titan would just be another company, a small player in a big field. The idea that it could grow into a multi-billion-dollar behemoth seemed like a fantasy. The late great investor Rakesh Jhunjhunwala saw something different. Around 2002 or 2003, he started buying shares in Titan. Many of his friends and fellow investors questioned his decision. Why invest in a watch company with a small market cap? They could not see the future he envisioned. He saw a brand that was connecting with the aspirations of a rising India. Titan's management was ambitious. They knew that relying only on watches would not be enough for massive growth. They looked at the Indian consumer and asked a powerful question: what else do they need? What other markets are ruled by chaos and mistrust? They saw a huge opportunity in a completely different industry: jewellery. This was a bold move. It was a leap of faith. Moving from crafting small, precise watch movements to designing and selling gold jewellery was a massive undertaking. It required a new set of skills, a new supply chain, and a new way of thinking. The company was stepping out of its comfort zone into a world dominated by family jewelers. This decision was the turning point in Titan's history. It was a moment of true vision. The company understood that the Indian middle class was growing. This new generation had more money to spend. They wanted to buy beautiful things, but they also wanted to be sure they were getting what they paid for. They wanted brands they could trust. Titan decided it would be that brand. This was not just a business plan, it was a promise to bring Tata's famous trust into an industry where it was desperately needed. The stage was set for a revolution, and Titan was ready to lead it. The Indian jewellery market was a world of its own. It was built on relationships with local family-owned shops, but it was also a market where customers were often unsure. Was the gold pure? Was the pricing fair? There was no standard way to know for sure. Titan entered this world with a powerful weapon: transparency. They launched their jewelry brand, Tanishq, in 1994. The beginning was tough, but they introduced something revolutionary called the carat meter. It was a special machine that could instantly check the purity of gold right in front of the customer. This was a game changer. For the first time, people could be 100% sure about their purchase. This focus on trust built a strong bond with customers. Tanishq stores were different. They were bright, welcoming, and professional. They offered fixed prices, which was a new concept in a market used to bargaining. Customers knew they were getting a fair deal without any negotiation. The brand promised purity, and it delivered on that promise every single time. They started creating beautiful modern designs that appealed to the new Indian woman. Tanishq was not just selling gold, it was selling confidence. It was selling an experience that was reliable and enjoyable, turning the stressful task of buying jewelry into a moment of joy. The brand connected with the emotions of the Indian family. Their advertisements were not just about products. They were about relationships, celebrations, and important life moments. They told stories that resonated with millions. Tanishq became a part of weddings, festivals, and anniversaries. The brand understood that jewelry in India is more than just an accessory. It is a store of value, an heirloom, and a symbol of love and status. By respecting these traditions while offering a modern and trustworthy experience, Tanishq won the hearts of the people. It became the go-to jeweler for the aspirational Indian middle class. This strategy completely transformed the industry. Other jewelers had to change their ways to compete. They had to become more transparent and professional. Tanishq set a new standard for everyone. Titan proved that an ethical, customer-focused business could succeed even in the most traditional markets. The Tata Trust was not just a slogan, it was the foundation of Tanishq's incredible success. This golden touch turned a small jewelry venture into the main growth engine for Titan, powering its journey from a modest company to a national icon. It was a masterclass in building a brand based on the simple but powerful idea of honesty. The story of Titan's growth is best told through its numbers, and the numbers are simply astonishing. Let us look at the incredible journey of its stock price. 20 years ago, around 2004 or 2005, you could buy a share of Titan for about 3 or 4 rupees. It was a small-cap stock that most big investors ignored. But for those who believed in the company's vision, this was the opportunity of a lifetime. Imagine you were one of those early believers. Imagine you invested just 10,000 rupees in Titan shares back then. At a price of say 4 rupees per share, your 10,000 rupees would have gotten you 2,500 shares of the company. It was a small investment, a leap of faith. Now, let's fast forward to today, 2025. The Titan share price has soared. It has gone through stock splits and bonus issues, increasing the number of shares for long-term investors. But to keep it simple, let's look at the price. Today, a single share of Titan trades for over 4,000 rupees. So what happened to that initial investment of 10,000 rupees? Those 2,500 shares you bought are now worth a staggering amount. If you multiply 2,500 shares by the current price of 4,000 rupees, the total value comes to 1 crore. Yes, you read that right. A modest investment of 10,000 rupees has grown into 1 crore. This is the magic of long-term investing with great impact. This is not just a theoretical example. It is the real story of investors like Jewellery, who was famous in the his wealth. He held onto his Titan shares through all the ups and downs. His initial investment grew to thousands of crores, becoming one of the biggest success stories in the Indian stock market. His conviction, the brand, and his management paid off spectacularly. He understood that Titan was not just selling products, it was building a deep relationship with individuals. He saw the potential in it to create long-term. His story is a powerful example of what's incredible Titan's revenues and profits have grown consistently year after year. The company has skillfully managed its businesses from watches to jewelry and expanded its reach across the country. This strong business growth is what drives the stock price higher. The journey from 10,000 rupees to 1 crore is a testament to the power of compounding and the importance of identifying companies with a strong brand, a loyal customer base, and a management team that knows how to execute a vision. It shows that wealth creation is possible for anyone who is willing to be patient. Titan's ambition did not stop with watches and jewelry. The company took the same formula of trust and branding and applied it to new markets. They saw another fragmented industry ripe for change: eyewear. They launched Titan Eye Plus, offering stylish spectacles, sunglasses, and contact lenses in a clean, trustworthy retail environment. Just like with Tanishq, they brought transparency to pricing and quality assurance with free eye tests conducted by certified optometrists. They turned buying glasses from a chore into a pleasant retail experience, once again winning over the Indian middle class by solving a common problem with professionalism and care. The expansion continued. Titan ventured into fragrances with the brand Skin, bringing high-quality, long-lasting perfumes to the Indian market at an accessible price point. They entered the world of saris with Tanera, celebrating the rich heritage of Indian handlooms and offering authentic, curated collections. More recently, they have expanded into fashion accessories and bags with their brand, Fastrack, which already had a strong following for its trendy watches. Each new venture was a calculated step into a market where Titan believed its brand equity and retail expertise could make a difference. The Titan universe was growing, touching more and more aspects of a consumer's lifestyle. The common thread connecting all these businesses is the core philosophy that made Titan successful in the first place. First, build a powerful brand that people can trust. Second, focus on the needs and aspirations of the rising Indian middle class. Third, deliver a superior customer experience through organized, clean, and professional retail. This simple but powerful strategy has been the engine of Titan's growth. The company understands its customers better than almost anyone else. It knows they want quality, style, and reliability, and it has consistently delivered on all three fronts across every business it has entered. The story of Titan offers a profound lesson for every investor. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires patience and the courage to believe in a good company's long-term vision. It is about finding businesses with strong fundamentals, a deep connection with their customers, and an honest management team. Titan's journey from a small watchmaker to a 1 crore success story for its early investors is proof that with time, even a small seed of investment can grow into a mighty tree. For those looking to create wealth, the lesson is clear. Find the Titans of tomorrow, invest in them, and have the patience to let their stories unfold.